Assalamualaikum, my dear students of class 2, and welcome back to another lesson which is being organized by your own school Metropolitan. My dear students, today in the review lesson we are going to talk about the animals, which is of unit number 5, and the electricity, which is on unit number 8. So let's start with the animals. We have already discussed that we have 3 types of animals. Some are land animals, some are water animals, and some are air animals. Many of the animals of air and water also come on the ground as well, right? So let's discuss first the land animals, which are cat, dog, and other 4-legged animals like lion, tiger, and many more, right? Then we have water animals, active animals जो water में रहते हैं, like fishes and octopus, right? Fish क्या होती है, वो अपनी whole life किस में रहती है, water में रहती है, and same goes with the octopus. But there are some water animals जो हमें ground पे भी मिलते हैं, like frog, crocodiles, snakes. We can also find them in land as well, right? Then comes air. Air में कौन से animals होते हैं? We have butterflies and birds. But you can also see कि butterfly भी हमें land पे मिलती हैं on the flowers and other things. और बर्ड भी हमें ट्रीज वगैरह पे मिल जाती हैं, राइट? सो वी हैव सो मैनी एनिमल्स जो एयर में रहते हैं बट दे कम ऑन लैंड एज वेल. सो वी हैव 3 टाइप्स ऑफ एनिमल्स, लैंड, वाटर एंड एयर. Then comes the special body parts of animals. As you all can see, जैसे कि land, water और air में रहने वाले animals different होते हैं, तो उनके कुछ body parts होते हैं जो उनको help करते हैं in living in that particular environment, and these body parts are called the special body parts. Let's discuss fish. Fish have gills which helps them in breathing inside the water, right? Under the water क्या होता है, gills में help करते हैं breathing में, right? We have lungs to breathe, they have gills to breathe. Then land animals जो होते हैं उनके पास legs होते हैं, but fishes के पास क्या होते हैं, they have fins to move in the water. Then comes the special body part of butterfly. They have wings and feathers so that they can fly, right? So the body parts which they have, the special ones, help them to live, to find food, and to move one place to another. Then comes birds. Birds के हम special body parts के बारे में बात करते हैं. They have wings and feathers and they have beak. जैसे कि आपको पता होगा सारी birds के पास beak होती है, right? Which helps them in picking up the worms and the insects which they eat, right? And wings and feather helps them to fly. There are some birds which have all 3 things but they cannot fly, like ostrich. वो क्या होते हैं, वो land पे ही रहती हैं, they cannot fly with their wings and feathers. Then comes ducks and frogs. Ducks and frogs के पास क्या होता है, they have webbed feet. They have some web type particle in between their fingers which help them in moving in the water, right? Then we have giraffe. Giraffe का क्या होता है, they have long neck which helps them to get the leaves on the above section of the tree. Then we have camel. All the camels have hump at their back of their body which helps them in storing water so that they can move for a very far and a long journey, right? Then we have 2 types of animals, wild animals and domestic animals. Wild animals mostly live in the jungle and we pet domestic animal and keep them with us in order to make them work for us to get different things, right? Wild animals, we have lion, tiger, hyenas, vulture and many other things which we cannot pet. Then cow, hen, sheep, we use them for our clothing, for moving our things, and to eat as well. We also have meat from cow, chicken from hen, and sheep we get its meat to eat, right? Then the part comes about their babies, that what are the babies of some animals called. Bears have cub as their baby animals. Frog lay tadpoles, they lay eggs, then they transform into tadpoles. And horse have foal and swan have cygnets, right? Now let's move towards the exercises of this chapter. We have done concept check on page number 36, in which we have fill in the blanks in the first one, and then we have like match the columns. We have given some words and we have to match according to it. Then on exercise 1 on page number 37, we have choose the best answer, in which we have given some options and we have to choose the best one. Then comes exercise 2 on page number 37, which is of fill in the blanks. We have a bar given over there from which we have to get the words which are suitable for the blank. Then we have exercise 3 on page number 38, which is also a timeline about a frog. There are some blanks given and we have to fill accordingly. Then we have exercise 5 on page number 38, in which we have some blanks given over there and some sentences as well, in which we have to write the name of the animal which is related to that particular sentence. Then we have exercise 6 on page number 38, in which we have to match the particular things which are similar. Then we have exercise 7 on page number 39, in which we have birds and fishes given and we have to write in the parts and other things. Then we have exercise 9 on page number 39, in which we have two columns. First one is that lives in water and the other one that do not live in water, and we have to fill them accordingly. Okay guys, this is all which we have covered in unit number 5. After this we have covered some fun pages. So let's start with the exercise 1 on page number 41. There is a grid given and we have to find the words which is given beside the grid. Then we have exercise 2 on page number 41, in which we have to draw an aquarium. There is a box given and you have to draw an aquarium accordingly. Then we have exercise 5 on page number 43, in which we have some feeds given. We have some mark of the feed and we have to write whether this feed belongs to which animal, right? So we have covered the exercises of unit number 5 and the fun pages after that. Now we have to start unit number 8, electricity. So let's start that electricity helps us in doing many tasks, right? Just like you are seeing that it is very bright over here, because of what we have a light over us which is making this room bright, right? So it's helping us to brighten up a dark room so that we can record our lessons, right? Then we have another thing that we cannot see electricity, but we can see the things in which electricity is being used, right? Just like the TV, bulbs, fans, in which we use electricity. We can only see the things in which electricity is being used, but we cannot see the electricity moving around us, right? Then comes how our electricity formed and through which it comes over here and how we can store it, right? So let's discuss about the main electricities and the batteries. Let's start with the main electricity. It is produced by the power stations which is formed at a far place. जैसे कि हमारे power stations होते हैं वो हमारे रहने वाली जगहों से थोड़े से दूर planted होते हैं. वहाँ पे क्या होता है, वहाँ पे हम electricity generate करते हैं through many resources, and after that वो जहाँ वहाँ पे जितनी भी generated electricity होती है वो through thick wires हमारे houses में आती है, उसके थ्रू वो फ्लो होती है, राइट? इट इज़ ब्रॉट अप टू आवर हाउसेस बाय थिक वायर्स. दैन इट कैन बी वेरी डेंजरस. जैसे कि प्लग इन हम जब कुछ करते हैं तो वी हैव टू फॉलो द सर्टेन सेफ्टी प्रिकॉशंस, लाइक हमें वेट हैंड से कभी भी स्विचेस को ऑन नहीं करना चाहिए. वहाँ पे वो स्ट्रेट कनेक्टेड किससे होते हैं, वो पावर स्टेशन से कनेक्टेड होते हैं थ्रू द वायर्स, तो हमें इलेक्ट्रिक शॉक्स लग सकते हैं, राइट? देन कम्स बैटरी एंड सेल्स इन विच वी कैन स्टोर द इलेक्ट्रिसिटी. So they are used to store electricity and we can further use it as in flashlights or toy cars and other things which work through the batteries and cells we have. हम सेल में क्या करते हैं, एक certain amount of electricity store कर देते हैं और फिर उसको कैरी करके किसी भी चीज़ में हम यूटिलाइज कर सकते हैं. Then comes the large batteries. As you all can see हमारे पास automobiles होते हैं like our cars, trucks and other things. उसके अंदर भी हमारी बैटरीज यूज़ होती हैं बट ऑफ अ बिग अमाउंट ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिसिटी. अ बिग लार्ज जो बैटरीज होती हैं वो क्या होती हैं, वो ऑटोमोबाइल्स में यूज़ होती हैं, इन विच वी कंटेन केमिकल इन इट विच इज़ ऑल्सो वेरी हार्मफुल इफ़ वी टच इट विद आवर नेकेड हैंड. Then comes the inventor of electricity, which means हमने जो electricity है वो first produce कैसे हुई थी और किसने की थी. So the inventor was an American inventor who was Thomas Edison, and he invented the very first bulb of this universe in 1879. And my dear student, he was also the inventor of microphones, which is now we are using its updated version as mobiles, right? After that we have done the exercises of this unit. The first exercise is on page number 62 and it is of choose the best answers, in which we have some options and we have to choose the correct answer, correct option. Then we have exercise 3 on page number 62, in which we have some blanks and we have to write the source of electricity which we have in our homes and schools. Then we have exercise 2, which is basically an activity on page number 63, in which we have to join the dotted lines and write whether the particular thing having a name, which is what is that, like whether it's a battery, is a bulb, or anything else. So my dear students, we have just covered 2 units which we have already done. It was a revision for those chapters. First one was about the animals and we have discussed about the animals, their body parts and what are their babies called. After that we discussed the fun pages that we did after this, and then we did exercises of unit number 8 and we discussed unit number 8. So that's all for the review of the chapters. See you in the next lesson. Allah Hafiz.